Okay, welcome back my lovelies. We are doing a full face of TEMU makeup. I have tried TEMU makeup several times on this channel. So yeah, I'm very excited. There's a few products, of course, that I do not have. Mostly things like mascara. Because honestly, every mascara I've tried from TEMU I don't like. I didn't get a primer because honestly the primers, they don't do a great selection of primers at all. Loads of selection for like different foundations, but when it comes to primers they only really do like a gripping primer, which I've already got, or like a moisturising one. They did have one, it was like a mattifying primer, but I don't really like mattifying primers because I've got dry skin, so I don't really like my face looking matte. I'll need to dig through my collection and see if there's any of those items possibly from TEMU just for this video. If not, I'm going to use just what I've already got in my collection for those few bits. Unfortunately, I must have decluttered the primer that I used to have from TEMU, which was their gripping primer, and actually it was actually not that bad. I don't actually know why I decluttered it, probably because I've got so many gripping primers. I've decided to go for this one. This is from Home Bargains. It only cost me like £1.50, so pretty much the same kind of price range as TEMU. So let's prime the face. That way when we get into foundation it's all nice and tacky. My face is still very dry. There is certain areas that just won't hydrate, aka my under eyes, around my eyes, and one little patch there. Brows. So about this, it's the, well, I can't pronounce that word, so I'm not even going to attempt it, but it's an eyebrow gel. I chose this because it looks very much like Got To Be brow glue, so I was like, let's just give it a go. It's probably garbage, but you never know. It's very small, so you don't get a lot of product, and when you hit the light in, it actually only goes to about there. So you're not getting like the full product, you're getting that much. But it wasn't expensive, so can we really complain? It also comes with this little spilly, which is handy. I love getting spillies because they come in handy for everything. But I've put it on the back of my hand, so we will try this on the brows. I've not got high hopes because I'm very, very picky with brow gels because not a lot of them hold my brows up. So how's everybody doing though? Like, okay, so Stranger Things is obviously like really excited right now because it's the 5th season coming out. Well, it's out now, but second part is coming out on the 26th of December. Third part is, I can't actually remember, it's around New Year time anyway. I know that much. I've not seen the first half of Stranger Things yet, so no spoilers in the comments. But I'm nearly finished season 4 now. I've watched all of them like several times to be fair, but I wanted to recap on all the seasons before I start season 5. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually see it. I mean, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things about it. So don't know if it's going to be any good. We will see. But yeah, if anybody else is seeing Stranger Things, what do you think? What do you think about season 5? Do you think it's good? I would like to know your opinions before I watch it. Yeah, but no spoilers, as I said, because I'm actually, like, I'm proud of myself. I've been managing not to see many spoilers. I've seen a few things, and I've seen a few theories, but not spoilers. So, yeah, that face was weird. And yeah, very red around this eczema. It's just eczema. That bit is very irritated today for some reason. Honestly, I don't know why. Like that spilly though. Definitely keeping that spilly. Not really sure about that. You can see it's already, they're already falling. It's a flop, guys, it's a flop. They are already starting to fall. So I got this for the brows as well. It's a brow pomade. Define your brow shape. And it's from a brand called Lake Rain. I got this in shade dark brown. Also came with this. Again, loving it. It's got a spilly. How tiny is that wee brush? That is actual adorable. I think I'll actually use that just to see if it's any good, because why not? It's one of the reasons why I don't actually talk about what brushes that I use in a video, is because it doesn't matter what brush you use, guys. Use whatever brushes you have available. I know a lot of people like to know what brush somebody's using when they're doing their makeup, but honestly, just use what brushes you've got. It's not a big deal. Brushy, you can make any brush work, alright? It's not about the brush, it's about the technique. So, looks like this. Quite cheap feeling, quite plastic feeling. That's plastic as well. That's fine for me. I don't really care, to be honest. You get a decent amount of product in it, actually, to be honest. How much product do you get? You're getting 8 grams. That's actually pretty good. Oh, right. So for the ABH brow pomade, you're only getting 4 grams of product in that. You're getting 8 grams of product in this one. If this is any good, like, girls, you'll be saving yourself a fortune. I know a lot of people have a problem with TEMU makeup, but each to their own. Use what you like. That's what I do. So yeah, let's fill these brows out. I don't typically go for dark brown because weirdly enough, I prefer brow products that are, how do you say it, more on the grey tone side. Brown tone tends to look a bit too deep for my brows, even though my brow hair is black, by the way. Let's keep that in mind, guys. My brow hairs are black. Yeah, dark brown for me, personally, is too dark. Just one dip on each brow. I didn't dip on several times, I used one dip. This is how pigmented it is from one dip of the product. Let's use this one from Glam. It's the Glam Ready Set Eyeshadow Primer. I do believe they actually do eyeshadow primers. I've just got that many eyeshadow primers that I just don't see the point in buying another one to add to the ever-growing collection of them, because I typically tend to go for the same ones, and that's always the primer potion from Urban Decay. So I got this, guys, okay? I don't know what's, I'm just gonna, it looks like this, okay? And it looks like this. I don't typically go for palettes that are like all blacks and greys and that, but something about this palette spoke to me. Yes, I did swatch a few of the shades, by the way, don't worry. It didn't arrive looking like it'd been swatched. I don't know, something called to me. Plus, when you're buying makeup that is cheap, I get curious on the blacks and the greys if they're good pigment greys, because they don't typically tend to be very good pigment. So I was like, I kind of just have to test that out and see just how the quality is of that. So I'm going to go in with this black shade here. Again, cheap palettes don't typically have the best pigment when it comes to a black, so I'm curious. That's actually not bad. Grey is actually pretty good though. Gonna go with the white here and see if that helps. Caring about the white being good pigment, I'm just caring about it blending this out. The white is actually turning yellow. Maybe the eyeshadow primer was actually too good an option. Because what the hell is that? As soon as I've tried to blend that, it's like it's literally locked in place and will not budge. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to do it without that primer, because I feel like that eyeshadow primer is locking it in a bit too good, to the point it's not blending, it's just kind of stuck in that one spot. Okay, round number 2, of course we are going to need a base for this to stick to, so I'm going to actually try the concealer that I got and see if that is a better shout. This is from a brand called Sky V in the shade Ivory colour. It's actually hurt my skin taking it off, but it's fine. So we will try a concealer instead. Because concealer doesn't have as much of a hold the way an eyeshadow primer would, because of course eyeshadow primers are actually designed to have that grip, and I don't think that the eyeshadow palette agrees with that type of grip. So that's a first. That is a first. I've never experienced that, to be honest. I've experienced patchiness with an eyeshadow palette. I've never experienced an eyeshadow palette that just does not budge at all, as if it's like just glued there in that one spot. So I still feel like it's sticking in that one spot though. It is going a bit patchy. Yeah, I don't like it, guys. Do not like it. Got a flare up under the eye, an eczema flare up. So I've got a rash. I shouldn't really be putting makeup on, to be honest with you, when I've got the rash, but I'm really trying to stick to my promise about trying to upload videos a wee bit more regularly. So I'm persevering. It really hurts, but I'm persevering for you guys, because I really want to try and be a wee bit more regular. This is calling to me. I want to use it. Maybe it'll save the look. Beautiful. This here, you get a set of 3 of these eyeliner pencils for like £1 or something. It was super cheap. I should just catch up my hand there, guys. The lid, it fell. Anyway, right, so this is from a brand called Bonilla. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's C. Not super creamy. We'll see how sore it is on the inner lash line. Though is actually quite impressive. I do actually like how pigmented that black liner is. I just wish it was a little bit more creamy. Let's try it on my lash line. I actually don't mind that, to be honest. My sister was actually telling me that she prefers now, rather than using a liquid liner for liner, like doing a wing and that, she actually is starting to prefer a pencil liner. I can see what she's talking about on that, because it's actually quite nice on the upper lash line. Right, mascara. I don't have a TEMU mascara, so I'm going to use the Technique Go All Out mascara, because it's inexpensive. So we have this. It's from a brand called, I think it's Hecky Beauty, I'm not too sure. It's a dewy finish, fresh and smooth, sheer glow tint cream foundation stick. Got this in shade 02, which actually looks too dark for me. On Temu's website it looked like my shade, so the other ones looked too light for me, so yay. I'm very picky with stick foundations, but I've only got one stick foundation and I wanted another one, and I was like, do you know what, let's just try Temu's one, because I'm sick and tired of buying the liquid foundations from Temu. Honestly, I never like them. I never end up like, or if I do like them, I never keep them, so I clearly don't like them enough. The lack of coverage that I'm getting, I'm seeing everything, and honestly, I like a glow, but my face literally just looks like just looks greasy. It looks as if I've just went in and got oil from the chip pan and thrown it over my face. Like, I like a glow, man, but that really takes a biscuit. Like, no, I'm sorry, I look like Tin Man right now. It's too glowy. The lack of coverage. Nope, nope, nope. Not doing it. Nope, no thank you, Temu. Going back in with the same concealer. No thank you. And let's conceal under the eyes. I will say though, the products aren't looking that bad considering my skin issue. I'm gonna keep trying this. Maybe it'll work better when my skin isn't as red, because my skin is super red just now and blotchy, because again, going for a flare up, you can even see the swelling right there from the flare up. Right, I got this. It's, I don't know the brand name again, can't pronounce it, guys. But you get a highlighter and a liquid contour in it, and I thought, well, for the price, because it was really, really cheap, I was like, yeah, I don't mind that. But I thought that would actually be like an actual highlighter. This is actually a concealer. I wish I knew that. Yeah. But I don't mind that. I'll try that as a concealer another time in a video, so yeah. I got an extra concealer I didn't know I was getting. Alright. How fast it sets. So we're going to do it one step at a time. I do not know what I just dropped there, but it's fine. Don't care. That is itchy. It's rubbed right off that entire bit of my face. I wish it was just a slightly lighter shade. I do feel like it's just ever so slightly too dark for me as a contour, personally. As a bronzer, maybe, but not as a contour. I really need to powder this damn face, because it's actually, I can't anymore. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. And it's going to ruin how dry this skin is, but I've got no choice at this point. I look like a greasy mess. I didn't think I'd ever say those words with myself since I'm so dry. But yeah, this is actually just a bit too glowy for me. Again, didn't think I'd ever say those words. It's actually not looking the worst under the eye. I think that powder saved me. But again, it's the best pressed powder in the world. This is my ultimate favourite pressed powder. There's clearly a reason why. because it just works so damn well for my skin. Even though it's a mattifying powder, which every powder is a mattifying powder, what you want about Sarah, it's genuinely the best pressed powder I've ever used. Well, it's calling itself a blush duo, guys, but it's a bronzer and a contour, so I don't get it. It did come damaged. Oh well. Happens. So let's see. This is from that brand again. Forget that this also has a cream blush. I wanted to actually try that out. Not happening now. Not happening now at all. And state of that, guys. Let's just go in with the powder blush. A lot of kickoff. Pigmented though. I actually really love the shade. The last of the TEMU makeup that I've got is this highlighter. It's so cute and tiny. So cute. Oh, but do we know it's just pure glitter particles? And this, it's the Makeup Obsession. It was interesting. It's not really worked out very well. But yeah, it's not really worked out very well for me today, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, hit that subscribe button because I'm really trying to get more subscribers and I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!